Hey, what's up, guys? It's Big Tony with Phoenix TV, and this is the It's Destiny podcast. So, this week, as many of you know, House of Wolves released. I was super excited. I've had a lot of fun. I've already played all the story missions on all three of my characters, including the new Strike and the Prison of Elders. So, that was a lot of fun. Gonna start off here, showing you the location of Zur in case you haven't found him. You still have a few hours left before he goes away, so you want to go check him out, especially if you want his stuff. So he's over here in this little nook behind this door. We'll see what he's got here. So he's got some gloves for Titans, or for hunters, the no backup plans. He's got some, oh no, that was a Titan, sorry. And then hunter boots, warlock chest, the last word, if you don't have that one yet. Then you can still get, your exotic shards, which you need to ascend your new stuff, or your exotic stuff, exotic engrams, and you can now buy Motes of Light from him too for 2 strange coins. It looks kind of weird without all the other stuff that you don't need anymore to upgrade from him. You needed him for so long. Now I'm going to show you the location of the 3 ghosts. I've already got them, so you won't actually see them. But there's one right there, about where I'm standing, or just in front of where I'm standing. That's pretty easy. Then the second one, you just run over here, come down the stairs, and you just kind of jump over this ledge right there onto those the hanging steel right there, and crouch down to get underneath that. And it's right there on the end to the left is where you'll see it. If you don't have it yet, you'll be able to see it for sure. The other one, you run down over here, and you kind of have to get up on the wall. And to do that, don't do that. But come over here, jump right there, jump up right there, and jump on these pipes, and you'll be able to walk all the way along the wall. And then it's right here under that fish netting, right about where that orange light is. So that's the location of all 3. I don't think there's any more than that. So there you go. So now Shadow Thief, that's the new strike. It is on the moon, and it's pretty fun. It's different, so that's nice. But it's not like crazy difficult, like killing Omnigul. That one, what was that? The Wheel of Crota. That one takes forever. Oh my gosh. So this one's not nearly as bad.
I have been tracking him since wolves broke their chains, yes? Now Tanix works for Wolfpack, but not for long. Tanix has been sent to plunder the hive. Your job just as simple. Avenge the dead. Stop him from stealing the dark.
So this first area, you can kind of run past all of that. And then, I mean, there's some guys that spawn out there if you stay out there long enough, but there's no point in beating them. Just run straight inside. And then you'll run down here, and as you can, you'll recognize some of this area. And then you go into a completely new area after you beat some of these guys. Overall, though, I mean, I found that the story missions were a lot of fun. I will say I was somewhat disappointed that they weren't harder, because I played them all in 32. I didn't even start on the normal. I just figured, I'll just go straight into it, and if I can't do it on hard, what's the point of doing it, right? So I did them all on 32. And the very first time I went through it on my hunter, and I beat it easily by myself. I mean, you have to kind of stand back. Obviously, you don't want to die a lot, and I didn't, because I'm kind of a cautious player. I don't like to die, so and start over. So yeah, you can see this new area we're coming back into, the Dusk Warren.
Field distortion. Catch just above you.
So you can see right there in front of it, that's like a gravity lift. It's gonna take you up. It's pretty cool. And this sidearm, oh my gosh! I'm sure if you've played it at all, you've gotten the sidearm. It's pretty freaking cool. It works really well. It shoots really fast. I wish it could be in the primary slot though, so you could still have a sniper. I don't like the fact that it takes up your special weapon slot, but it is a really good gun. I enjoy it a lot. It's really good against these fallen, even before you upgrade it. And it is something that you can ascend as well. And I believe you can reforge it too, which would be interesting to see what you could get it to change into. But again, reforging will take it down. It'll take down all your progress and everything, so you want to be careful when you do that, and make sure you really want to do that. So now there's Tanix, and you kind of have to give him a beating, and then he'll disappear, and you get to go up into the ship. Is it a ship? I don't know. I don't remember. Done it 3 times. Can't remember. So I'll have to see here. That Scorch Cannon. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that Scorch Cannon, if you have tried to use it and are not sure, it's not just a rocket launcher. When you shoot, keep the right trigger pressed, keep it held down, and it actually turns into like a bomb. It's got 3 levels basically. As soon as you shoot it, if you hold it and let go, that's going to be 1 level, then it's going to go up another level, and then a 3rd level. And so if you hold it for the longest, it's going to do about 11,000 damage to anybody that's around it. So it's pretty cool. It's very helpful when you're doing the public event bounties for the wolves. Those, I mean, you get Scorch Cannons as soon as you kill those first captains, and you can pretty much use 1 Scorch Cannon for the rest of it. It's just timing, and then making sure you're holding it. That was a grenade throw. Fail. And just make sure that you hold that right trigger down to make sure you get the biggest blast. So again, lots of guys. It's a super fun strike. There's lots of levels to it, so that's fun. And it's not where you just you see the end boss at the end. Like you actually get to see him for quite a bit. But he's kind of a punk because he keeps leaving, so you just have to keep chasing him. So even more, with the storyline, I thought it was really fun. There was a few missions that you backtrack on some areas that you're used to going one direction on, and so it's kind of weird doing that because you get so used to the one direction, and then all of a sudden you have to go backwards. It's just kind of odd. But like one of the missions, you go into the Vault of Glass. That was freaking awesome. I really enjoyed that one. There was another one where you go outside the wall. So like where you started, where the Dinklebot, where your ghost wakes you up, that car outside of the wall. You can actually go back out there, and you fight a whole bunch of the wolves. And yeah, I was retarded right here. I totally forgot there's a walker that drops down right here. I'm like, oh, I'll just come down here and kill these guys, not paying attention. Oh, hey, look. Um, so, but yeah, so there was you go into the vault of glass. You got to go outside the wall, and what was the other one that was really cool? I'll have to think of it. Oh, you get to go into that. There's that room over near the rocket yard that you could go into, but it was always just dead end. Well, now one of the missions actually takes you up further into that building, and so you get to go up there too. So anyway, very cool. I enjoyed the story missions quite a bit. And then this part, I mean, it's kind of close quarters, but there's lots of places to hide. So that's nice. I was glad I was a Titan in this one because these guys kept dying. Alright, so I skipped ahead here so you can kind of just see what the next part is after you kill this guy, because as you know, it takes a while with these walkers. Again, it's close quarter, so be really careful. I mean, there's lots of places to hide, but just keep track of your radar, things like that. Find a good spot and just kind of wail on him. So, kill Tenix, this guard. So, now we'll run through here. Look, there he is again. Again, just really fun. It was fun to have just new stuff to do. Immediately, I was able to. I don't know what I was doing there. Immediately, I was able to upgrade my Gallahorn and my Icebreaker, and basically any exotics that I had. An extra exotic shard, you can ascend immediately. If you have the glimmer and all the materials it asks for, but the exotic shard's the biggest part. So yeah, this is the end part. This is where you actually kill Tenix. You'll take him out. So ascending's really nice as far as that goes. So my Gallahorn's at 365, my Icebreaker's at 365. Those are the two main exotics I use, so those are the only ones that I've upgraded so far. Oh, that was a fail. Rocket fail. So the other one I'll probably do is the Thunderlord. I really like that one, so I'll probably ascend that one. So that's really nice. The legendaries, however, are going to be a little harder to do. It's going to take some extreme dedication on your part, just because you have to play the Prison of Elders, and you have to do the 34 and 35 edition. So 34 and 35 level will get you Etheric Light guaranteed, but they're not easy. I mean, the 28 and 32 aren't even easy. So it's I really like the Prison of Elders, and we'll get into that here in just a second. But anyway, that's Shadow Thief. So that's basically it. It's a nice little strike. I'm getting shot. That's not fair. So go check that out. It's a lot of fun if you haven't done it yet. It's definitely worth doing, especially where it's matchmaking. You don't have to find your own group. That's always nice. So now we'll go to the Prison of Elders. This is the 28 level. So, and you'd think, being a 32, that's 4 levels above. It's still not easy. It's pretty crazy actually how difficult it is. I don't know if he talks right here. Does not sound like it. So yeah, so the 28 version, you can do that as much as you want. and at the end you'll get a nice little, you get a couple of chests that you can open. And so there's these other things called treasure keys that you need to open a big chest down there, but I would suggest waiting until you do the 32, 34, 35 level to use those keys, because you'll most likely get better stuff. I know a friend told me that he saw somebody get a Galahorn, so just kind of use those wisely. You know, those are random
The Sea of
drops.
Elders welcomes you. Impress your warden, yes?
Alright.
Cabal war machine is on the march. They will try to kill you. Kill them back.
That's so funny. They will try to kill you. Kill them back. So yeah, you kind of start out in that little airlock room. There's 5 doors, and so you just kind of, it'll open a door and you go inside, and you got 3 waves to kill stuff until the final boss. And then the final boss, you have typically somebody pretty difficult, but as soon as you kill him, it's over. So in these, there's 3 waves of guys. You just got to take them out, and it's a lot of fun. It's pretty intense. It's good to stay. Oh, do you see that? That's freaking cool. Like, you smashed them, they both went flying. Yeah, I did record that. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so it's pretty intense. I mean, you definitely want to stay near your group, and because it's just if you die, I mean, there's a timer to pick you up, but at least you'll be somewhat next to them. So we'll skip ahead here because I mean, it's just, that's all it is, just basically killing stuff, and then defeating, like, he'll put mines out and stuff, and so you have to defuse those, and you just defuse those by standing in them. He'll have other things, I forget what they're called, but that you just kind of, you have to shoot them to get rid of them. So anyway, we'll skip ahead here, hold on. Alright, so that was the end of round 1, and we'll kind of see the results here. So
Return to airlock, Guardian.
now he'll tell us something else, something redundant. This is where you'll find out what your modifiers and things are too.
Round 2.
Oh, he didn't even tell us anything that time. So brawler.
Hive spawn claw
Oh, there he is.
towards your light. Kill them, dead Guardian.
So, okay, so we're doing hive this time. So another thing is that you want to be really prepared for. You're not going to need one set of weapons. You're going to need multiple sets of weapons based on who you're fighting. You know, like obviously the Vex, Void stuff is good for them. The Hive, you definitely want fire, solar powered stuff. You know, Arc for the Fallen. So it's just, yeah, it's crazy. You definitely want to have a good range of things. I typically keep my Galahorn all the time just because it is a 365 level weapon now, so it does quite a bit of damage. Oh, right here I've got my Crota. Oh, I must have Icebreaker out. So, I mean, my Icebreaker's 365 too, so that's good. Like right here, bam, she dead. So, you know, each room can be different. Sometimes you might go into the same area. Just kind of depends. But just make sure that you have a good range of weapons. All right, so here's, yeah. So okay, so here's these things. You have to defuse them, and just by doing that, these are splinter mines. You just stand in a circle, and then it'll go away, and then another one will pop up, and you basically have A, B, and C. And once those are done, the round is over, you just have to finish killing everything off. So it's not too bad. Alright, so we're defusing the last mine right here in the last round. We must have already killed everything off. Um, but then they take the modifiers off, and you know you're done. I'll show you the score, and then you're good to go.
Need you back in airlock, Guardian.
Alright, so round 3.
You face the disgraced lost.
The modifier is special
They
weapons.
will try to
Do more damage, so I decided to use my my new sidearm here, because I'm pretty sure this is a fallen area. Yeah, so fallen with a weapon that kills the fallen, with a modifier that special weapons are better. That's awesome. So yeah, you want to kill those mines if you can. If not, just, you know, try not to walk into them. But yeah, as good as this pistol is now, it's just even that much better. In the air. So this is the fallen area, and you'll get used to it as you play. You'll be able to tell what's coming. So it's so much fun. Like, I realize everybody was disappointed with the raid, and I'm not gonna lie, I was too, until I saw the Prison of Elders Twitch reveal that they did.
unleashed. Mines must be dismantled or dead.
So we're doing the mines again. But yeah, anyway, I was look at all these new shanks too. There's tons of them. They're a bunch of bastards. Um, I was somewhat disappointed, but as soon as I saw that Twitch reveal, man, I was excited because this is really cool. The cool thing about this, one of the coolest things, is that every time it's going to be different. Like a raid, you can expect certain things. You know certain things are going to happen. That was a terrible grenade throw. You know certain things are going to happen, and so you can plan for it. You know where to be. It's just a matter of getting your timing right, things like that, which is fine. I mean, raids are still fun. That's kind of the idea of a raid. They're still difficult. I mean, I still haven't gotten that one achievement, the flawless raid or whatever. That's gonna be really hard. So uh, this is just fun because it's different. It's, you know, there's like 6 different arenas every week that it's gonna rotate through. Well, it's gonna choose 5 of them and rotate through those.
Success,
And then just the fact that it's always gonna be different. I mean, these guys aren't always gonna be in the same place every time. Things like that. Oh yeah, this is cool too. He'll give you uh, he'll give you something to help you on the 3rd round. Either a scorch cannon or heavy weapon ammo. So that's good. Oh, those shakes suck. I mean, there's these ones that explode. They're kind of like the cursed thrall. If you shoot one of them, they'll blow up the other ones. Um, but then there's the tracking shanks, which are like snipers. Those are bastards. I do not like those. Um, I mean, shanks were hard enough already. Now they've made them even worse, if that's possible. So this is really fun. If you haven't done it yet, definitely go and do it. I have not played Trials of Osiris yet. That is going on right now, and it will be live until the reset. So that's kind of cool. It starts on Fridays, and it goes until the weekly reset. So there's really only a couple of days that you're not going to be able to play Trials of Osiris if you're into the PvP thing. I'm not personally. I may do it for next week's podcast just to, you know, kind of give you guys an idea of what it is. But again, this is a lot of fun. So we're going to skip ahead probably to round 4, so you can kind of see that, and then we'll move on to the final round. Alright, so here's round 4, and the modifier is airborne. Basically just saying will do more damage if we're in the air, which is kind of hard to do in Destiny, unless you do have a class like Warlock or a Titan, which is what I am in this, because they can glide and float. Probably a little bit better with, well, I guess when you aim, it doesn't matter, but if you're shooting with your rocket launcher, I guess that doesn't matter. So this is the Vex area, and I didn't realize that until late, but I did eventually switch to my, I think my Word of Crota is the one I like to use in here, because I realized, oh crap, they're void. So I go find a place to hide here for a second so I can switch my weapons, because I noobed it really bad. But again, Vex, they're always fun. They're snipers and whatnot. Ugh, little bastards. So, and just before we get to the end, just want to talk about a few other things. So it's kind of fun. They ran some numbers after the first day of the release, and so you know how the Queen says, "Offer the riches of our realm as bounty" on the opening cinematic. So whenever you go into the after you're finished with this, and we'll show you, they go into a treasure room that's just full of gold and stuff, and you open the 2 chests and 3 chests if you've got the key. But it says she paid 11 billion glimmer on day 1, and then the Cryptarchs decrypted 105 million engrams. So that's freaking crazy. And then as of 11 a.m. on the 3rd day, so the 3rd day of the release at 11 a.m. Pacific time, Skolas had been captured 900,000 times and evicted from the Prison of Elders with extreme prejudice over 9,000 times. So it's pretty impressive. They've had quite a few people jump on, and they almost seem surprised at how many people were on for the release. But there was quite a few. I don't see the number here. Squeaking doors, thank you, babe. And then let's see. It just says millions, so that's good. And also, I know that I've mentioned on the past few podcasts, they still have the relief for Nepal going on, where you can, it's $25. You get a T-shirt, you'll get a shader, and you'll get a special emblem later this year. But all the proceeds go to the relief of the Nepal earthquake, so you can still contribute to that if you haven't already. So I go ahead and do that just to help out. They don't have a final number as of yet. They don't want to give that out until they're all done. But I believe it goes through next Sunday. Let me check just to make sure. Oh, it ends this Sunday, so it ends tomorrow. So you definitely need to go and do that if you haven't done it yet. And just, it'll be kind of a fun thing to show everybody that you helped out with your shirt. If you're a streamer, people will see that, and then with your emblem and your shader and stuff. So go check that out. Alright, so now we're going to enter into the final round. Let's see what our modifiers and stuff will be.
Final round awaits.
Oh, it doesn't even tell you anything. No modifiers. Alright. So it's definitely it's a falling guy. Oh, yeah, Servitor. Alright. Yeah, this one's pretty easy. I think we just Gallahorn the hell out of him. So Gallahorn again being the best rocket launcher in the game, in my personal opinion, and probably everybody else's that knows anything about anything. Just because, strictly because of the damage it does. Yeah, see, he's already halfway down. It doesn't take too long to get him down. It's kind of sad on this one, but this is the easiest one I had to play. The rest, the other two I think that I've had to do were not so easy. And the 32 definitely wasn't easy. Because the guy's shields actually change. So, go check this out. Prison of Elders is amazing. If you're into PvP, Trials of Osiris is going on right now, so it's definitely important. Get your etheric light. I mean, do everything you can to get things ascended. So you got your treasure keys there. Show you the treasure room here in just a second. I'm not going to actually use my treasure key because this was the 28 level, and I like to save those for the later levels. Although I do think I get another key in here, so that's nice. But this is kind of fun. Don't let it freak you out. But you're going to come in here, and the floors just kind of drop and open up, and you just kind of fall down. So don't die. I don't know what happens if you die. I don't know if you can be revived, but that would kind of suck if you can't. So just make sure to hit A. Hitting A is very important. So yeah, here you go. This is the Queen's Treasury. You got the chest here. You got one on the other side. Yeah, so you got a treasure key there and a strange coin. Some helium. Synthesis. And then there's that big one there. Again, if you have a treasure key, you can open that. But I would suggest waiting until you do the 32, the 34, the 35. So, always check out Bungie.net. Oh, I just kind of sat in here. That's funny. Check out Bungie.net for any updates, for any news, or you can just come back here every Saturday, and I will have more for you. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Don't forget to go check out Zur, check out the Trials of Osiris, and if you have any comments, put them below, please. Like and subscribe to our channel. We have stuff every day. I'll talk to you guys later. Adios.